Kansas, Louisville, 2 monster prospects. We got Darryn Peterson. We have, from Louisville, who's my name is blanking right now. Mikel Brown Jr. Thank you. It's late.
Easy
on
one to
East Coast.
forget. That one, 250 thou. Okay.
2 heavyweights. I mean, I'll tell you what, the top 3 guys came out giving everybody exactly what they needed. If you weren't aware, 24 points in the first half for Darryn Peterson, knocking down threes every which way. I mean, talk to me. I feel like, Metcalf and I have been on the Darryn Peterson train for a while. Rucker.
Why do you think I hate him that I have him at 2?
Well,
why is it that I hate him?
We know that
he looked unbelievable. What do you want me to say? Guy rocks. Like, he looks great.
Well, you've had a chance to see him in, 2 summers ago at Formula Zero. So, like, what do you think about the evolution of his game that you've seen from then until now?
When I first saw him, he's going up against VJ and Ace,
and that's
Newell,
Damian Lillard's camp.
Damian Lillard's invite camp, and so it's usually high school guys and either the top incoming freshmen for college or some of the top notable returners. So then at that camp was like Rasheer Fleming. He was going to be a junior at St. Joe's. So seeing him there, I knew he was going to struggle at times because he was the youngest guy, but it was also like, hey, it's Darryn Peterson.
He was coming out of his junior year.
Yes, he was coming out of his junior year. So he was a baby there. And I thought like the best compliment the first day, like obviously I could tell he was talented, but like the best compliment of that day, I was like, he didn't seem like the youngest guy there. He seemed like he could go toe to toe with anyone, and then just got better throughout the week. And like seeing him now, we're going to nitpick, but like he checks so many boxes so damn fast. When you're watching him and you're evaluating and scouting, you're just like, okay, now what about the defense? You're like, gosh, I like a lot of this stuff. Is there stuff to improve on? Absolutely. But it's like what we would say is like no prospect is perfect, but he's pretty damn close. So,
if you want to know what he needs to improve on, head to NoCeilingsNBA.com and head to our shooting mechanic breakdown by Quinn Fishburne. We'll work out that leg flare that he's got going on.
The first half, he had a couple like stop on a dime and got himself balanced, which I was just like, oh yeah, I love this. I just geek out on the little stuff where I feel like he wasn't rushing it. He really would settle his stuff. He makes an impact the moment he checks in the game too. It's like, all right, let's go. I'm ready to roll. So what's not to like?
Yeah. And like, I got a text from an NBA scout, like just left Kansas practice. Darryn Peterson. Oh my God. Like that's like takes the practices serious. Like, but that's the stuff you want to hear. Like he's not just like turning it on when the cameras are on, like behind the scenes, like he has the right mentality to be great as the expectations are, because AJ, Darryn, and Cam have pretty significant expectations. And so far they're living up to those expectations. As much as we want to hammer AJ DeBonsa, that kid is a badass basketball player. But they just all have things that we're going to have to nitpick through the year, because we're placing these expectations that these are guys that are going to be able to lead NBA franchises in the future. Now, go ahead. Sorry. There might be a significant gap amongst their peers in college, but they're going to go to the NBA and they're going to be going up against Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant and Luka Doncic and, Anthony Davis and then Victor Wembanyama and, like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham. And all of a sudden it's not going to be as clear a delineation on the talent gap. So we're going to nitpick these guys, but they all gave us what we wanted. And Darryn, I mean, he looks incredible. Like his movement is he just moves different on the court than other guards, man.
He just glides and just gets wherever he wants. It's such a unique combination of speed and deceleration and playing fast, playing slow, playing with power, playing with agility and finesse. It's like whatever you want or need him to do, he can do it from a physical standpoint. Yeah. And then if he's going to keep shooting it like this, holy crap.
And his handle is ridiculous.
It is arguably the best handle, I think, of this freshman class and of this draft class, and
Arguably.
especially in high school. And just the way that he kept his dribble alive, regardless of how many help defenders came or how many times he got blitzed, he just always kept the dribble alive to make the right play, whether it was to get to the bucket or get to the rim himself, create for someone else on his team. I thought he was a little too eager to pick it up in that one Louisville game. Long term, not concerned about it, but yeah, and it's like, God, once the speed kind of really clicks with him at the college level, it's game over.
It felt like he was playing a different role that he's still getting accustomed to, because he dominated touches in high school, and now he's kind of playing a hybrid role, where he was doing a lot of catch and shoot stuff. Like a lot of his threes were off movement or just stationary, like catch and shoots. So it is kind of that delineation of like, all right, I got to figure out when to get my own, when to make plays, and pick my spots. But he lived up to the hype. Mikel Brown struggled in the game, but he was incredible against Bucknell. And it's Bucknell, but they stuck with him in a large portion of the first half. Like it was a competitive game for a while. But when that kid's on, just an absolute flamethrower.
Yeah, he made a couple passes against Bucknell too that you're like, there we are. Like, that's why
insane.
He has some passes that are just like, most guys can't throw that. Like that was ridiculous. So look, I think he was pressing a little bit against Kansas. You clearly could see like he probably felt Darryn was on a roll, and he's like, I can't make a shot right now. And I think he made one in the second half, and the camera zooms in, and he just kind of like smacked his hand. He's like, finally, like, so I'm fine with Mikel. I think he's going to be really special. And Metcalf pointed this out. He's like, they got to learn how to play together, that backcourt. It's still going to take some time. Like